Hey guys, it's Peter. I'm in the backyard. I just did a video, so I'm going to have to edit it and put it up on the main channel this week. It's basically showing off this camera and its abilities and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm up and walking around. I am feeling better. Not 100%. I would say I'm 98% because I have gotten rid of most of the dizziness, but I got up today and I felt dizzy for maybe about 30 seconds. The only medication that they've given me that actually helps is Prilosec, which is not an anti-dizzy medication. But apparently something goes on in my stomach, and I don't know if I'm fighting something or whatever the heck is going on, but it causes the head to spin and a dizziness. Now, if you haven't experienced it, it's aggressive, it's invasive, because it basically shuts you down. No fair. Okay, it makes it so I can't go from point A to point B without thinking 10 different things, and a lot of them are bad. So keep me in your prayers. Do write a nice, kind comment down there for me. I do appreciate it. I'm laying in bed a lot, so I've got to read the comments. And of course, find the video I just did with this Canon R10. This is Randy's camera, and he's letting me use it, and he gave me a bunch of lenses. So the lens on here is native to this camera. It's the 10-18, which makes it very comfortable. 10 millimeters becomes 16 millimeters, which is just nice. I've got the image stabilization on, and I did make the point of bitterly complaining that Canon and Nikon is just as guilty. They don't give me the ability to actually get in there and use another software to stabilize, because I'm doing a walk and talk, and a lot of you guys will do a walk and talk. Now, Randy said he likes to just put the camera on a tripod, sit down and talk. Well, that's fine too, but some of us actually do want to walk and talk, or show you this dog or that cat or something while we're out and about. That's the reason to get a small little light camera like this. Okay, so my recommendation actually goes for the Sony, strictly because it's basically better at everything. But this is not a slouch, all right? Where it is a slouch is it does not allow me to make the choice to stabilize this after. So we'll see just me walking around. I'm not dizzy now, so I'm fine. So this would be the real normal me. I'm just walking on the patio. I can see the camera shaking and jittering as I take a step. So as I take a step, I think the vibration comes up through my leg, through my hips, through my torso, and winds up in this hand right here. And the only camera that I've ever seen that does away with that just about 100% internally is the Sony ZV-E1. But you're paying $2,000. Okay, would you rather have a free software and it costs you an extra few minutes to stabilize on your own? Well, all of the Sony cameras will let you do that. The Panasonic honestly is a sleeper camera. It's got a fan in it, so it addresses the overheating. It's got high quality, and if you get the X version of the S5 IIX, it allows you to record, and something you never will use, but people like to have that credit up their sleeve. So the one without the X is just fine, and its stabilization is probably one of the best in the world. And I would say that one Sony camera, the ZV-E1, is equal, and if not better. Okay, so those would be the two cameras if you liked the power of stabilization. I think the S9 is now in the picture on that, but it does not have the fan built into it. So neither does the ZV-E1, and the ZV-E1 comes with an extra helping of overheating. Yeah, it does. This camera gives me no warnings, but then I'm not giving it much of a push. I don't think this camera does 10-bit, which is, when I say this camera, I'm talking about the R10. So let's say something under $1,000, but only by $2. Okay, is the Sony E10 Mark II. Gives you 10-bit, gives you 422, gives you lousy stabilization, but it does give you the gyro data. It does. You could change the lenses on it. It's the one that I would recommend for Louis Lazuka. He doesn't think, Louis, you're paying attention? He doesn't think he needs the stabilization. But you know what? He just might. And Sony's the only one that's going to do that. So a lot of people, including Louis, go like, I'm aiming the camera all the way out there. I'm over here, buddy. Think, well, I have all these lenses. I can't go buy another camera. You only need basically one lens. And if you are a video walk and talk, a vlogger like me, 2 lenses. One for your vlogging and one is your basic lens. And with Sigma out there on the market, guess what? You don't have to spend a lot of money on the lenses. So if you knock out all these systems because you own certain lenses, most people, including me, I'm guilty of the same thing. If you own Nikon lenses, buy a Nikon camera. If you own Canon lenses, buy a Canon camera. But you know what? You start with maybe 1 or 2 lenses and get the camera that is going to give you the features that you want, which would be high quality, good stabilization, good mic control, and if you need it light, you have to pick out a small, tight body, right? So this is getting to be a video that should go up on the main channel. I'm expanding too much on it. This is just a family video for us Patreon family. Thank you for being a part of the Patreon family. If you're going to make any purchases for Christmas, right before you make your purchase, go over to one of my latest videos and click on the store where you're going to make the purchase. And whatever comes up, comes up. Then use the search and go over to where you want to, what you want to buy, and make your purchase then. If there's something that interrupts that, they find any excuse not to give me the commission. So you've got to use the link right at the moment that you're going to make the purchase. If you'll do that for me, that gives me a really nice blessing. If you don't want to, that's okay. Sometimes if I don't like the person I'm listening to, heck, I ain't going to give them the commission. But if you do like me and you want to be a blessing and you don't want it to cost you anything, then click on the link right before you make the purchase. As simple as pie. It's something nice to do for something. I do that myself to people that I like. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching my Patreon channel. It feels good to be up and about. I know I was kind of verbose. Hello to all my best buddies out there. Sammy just had his birthday. Jim is, I think, back home. I got to find out if Jim's going to be home for Thanksgiving. And Sly is about to take, I think, a trip. And Randy is always being Randy. I think he's over 2,600 videos. If I did that, I think I'd be rich. I think I got 200 videos out there, but God bless him. And Mark is doing great with his channel. And who else is out there? There's a lot of great people. If I missed you, it's not on purpose. My mind is not all together. But I do feel much better. And I am resting heavily, and we're heading towards Thanksgiving. So, today I'm going to take the turkey out of the freezer and put it in the, I'm glad you reminded me. How did you know? And put it in the refrigerator, from the freezer to the refrigerator, because it takes a week or more for that bird to defrost. All right, love you guys. Catch you later. Bye.